Judge Jackie Glass.
Lauren, you're the plaintiff here today, and you are suing Linda and Mark for money that you gave them for an investment in a villa in Jamaica.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Just to let everybody know, we have Linda here in person, and via the miracle of technology, we also have with us Mark from Jamaica, and we get to see a little bit of Jamaica today. So, hi Mark, how you doing?
He was that whole wall.
Hello, welcome to Jamaica, everybody.
Thank you very much, and thank you for showing us Jamaica and the lovely background that you have there today. Thank you. All right, so Lauren, you came into some money in 2008.
Yes, ma'am.
And your husband had died?
It was my fiance at the time.
Oh, your fiance died, and he had a sizable insurance policy.
Yes, ma'am.
And you came up into a pretty good sum of money.
Yes, ma'am.
$200,000.
Yes.
And when you got that money, you did some things with it that, you know, paid your son's college tuition, did some other things, paid off bills, and then
I had taken his debt on, so I paid his debt off, I paid my debt off, I paid half of my son's college tuition.
And then you decided to set aside 30 grand for, as I understood it, helping some people that helped you along the way.
It wasn't exactly set aside, but yes, I wanted to help as many people as I could that were closest around me. Some of the money I gave away to people who desperately needed it, and some I lent.
All right? And you were going to invest in that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much?
I'm sorry, it was more than an investment. Linda has an illness, and I've known Mark, and he's a dear, dear friend, and I wanted to help them relocate. His dream was to relocate her to be in a better climate that would help her illness and such.
All right, and so they came up with this 3-bedroom, 3.5-bath villa, and you loaned him some money to start this dream come true.
Yes, I did.
All right. Did they ask you to pay for those airline tickets?
Yes.
So you felt, especially because you knew Mark for so long, that this was a bona fide investment, that this was a good thing and everything was going to be good, right?
Yes.
Okay. You went to Jamaica, didn't you?
Yes, I went several times last year when I was still employed with the same company I was with for 6 years. About 3 or 4 times I went down and stayed with them. I offered to pay them money while I was there. They didn't want money. I paid for food.
Did you stay at the villa?
Yes, I did. A couple of times I did. A couple of times I stayed in hotels.
How many times did you stay in the villa?
I want to say probably 3 times.
And then at some point you lost your job.
Yes, last July I lost my job.
Okay.
And so after that I had to go through the rest of the money that I had to live. And I also had to start going to the food bank where I had volunteered and such to actually be in the receiving line.
You were hurt, weren't you?
Very, very hurt. And so when I was unemployed, I've been in marketing my whole life. I offered to help Mark do some marketing because I knew he couldn't afford the advertising, which is one reason why they weren't renting it all the time. So I couldn't afford to lay out money for advertising, but I thought, you know, let me help you with marketing. I know people here, maybe I can do some internet marketing and so forth. Well, he just went off the deep end and started screaming and yelling at me. You're nobody in this thing, you're a partner, but the emphasis on silent. I mean, he was very degrading and condescending, and you just want to come down here and get your fling, whatever, on, and, you know, he just went off the deep end on me, and none of that had anything to do with the money that he owed me.
Okay. Well, Mark, since we have you all the way from Jamaica, and I'll get to you in a minute, Linda. Mark, why don't you tell me your version of this story?
Okay, well, let me just say that, you know, the money that was given to us like, it wasn't like most investments where somebody makes an investment and they say, okay, here's $5,000 or here's $10,000 and this is an investment, or these are the terms of the repayment schedule. There was never a written agreement. There was never any timeline on when the money was going to be returned. And when she did come down here, I don't believe it was ever offered that it was going to be a free stay.
Wow.
And
Okay, and excuse me. Hold on a second, Mark.
Excuse me.
No, excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, let me just point out something to you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm the judge.
Yes.
I'm in charge.
Yes.
I'm in control.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? I'm speaking to him now.
Okay.
When you spoke, he didn't interrupt.
Exactly.
And when it's your turn again, I'll speak to you.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, please.
So like, once again, there was never a written agreement. There was never a timeline to repayment. And also, when we offer to have somebody come down, you think maybe they might come down summer vacation or one vacation a year. We didn't feel that she was going to come down every month for 3 months. It was a casual agreement. We were planning on paying her back. It's like we gave her the stock so that when this thing ever became in the black, we would be able to, repay her the money or give her dividends or whatever it would be. There was always the idea of her, becoming a partner in this as the business grew, but we've only been here a year and a half.
Right.
So,
and then when she came, and let me ask you, Mark, when she came and stayed the 3 times at the villa, was she with her friend?
Yeah, most of the time it was here to meet with him. And the problem with Lauren is she has a tendency to offer things and be really legitimate when she offers them. And she says, let me take you out, I want to buy everybody dinner and all that. And then after she does that, then later on you pay the price because she says, geez, every time I come down there I spend so much money and I can't afford it, and la-da-da, and it's like, she wants to come down and live the life, but she also wants to get repaid the money that she invested. So I guess I'm at a loss. I didn't realize how that worked.
Coming up.
They actually found the place. There is a villa. How many cases I have where there is no villa, and there is no house, and there is no car, and there's nothing, but there really is, and he is really in Jamaica.
And later today, 3 vehicles